Tonight, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Across the 45.
Number 29.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Saints.
Love from the gun. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. This crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Love's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Second and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Throwing again. Love. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first down, Blackwell. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
36 on the carry.
The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Running right through it. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Again, there, 21 yards. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Blackwell. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Well, the Vikings and Saints, you might recall, they battled in the wild card round a season ago, and it was the guys in purple who came in and pulled off the upset, with Kirk Cousins finding Kyle Rudolph in the end zone in overtime to sew up a 26-20 win. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, he figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
This is unbelievable.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 2nd down, Blackwell. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 10-yard line. Well, this This is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Johnson on the
7-7, our score after one.
the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Working with a 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proved that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
They'll try the left side. Rutledge. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Love. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for the first.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Team's penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
36 on the carry.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
And a give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st down, Blackwell. He's still fighting forward. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 39.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down. Blackwell busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
33-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
on 2nd down now. Blackwell. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints' 27. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Vikings are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier. Was bidding for a second. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, Rutledge. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A gain of a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. A 40-yard punt, no return, and that will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play. But sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here. And it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Now a play fake here on 1st down. play-action run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. His running back catches made. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being...
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
That's their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Blackwell able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Left side here, and it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 34-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called, they are handling their business.
And he will score! Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just...
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a... And he's going to go down again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. It's taken inside his own 40. That'll go as a 42-yard punt with a net of 32. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
At the 35-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. Now, this is an example of breaking down in defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, Blackwell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll give it here to his running back. Get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
It's so tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And it's third down.
To throw on third down. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
11 on the play. And the Saints first down.
First down. Love to pass. Over the middle, complete. That's Warner. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down. On play action. Love to throw. He finds a man with a crossing route. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Warner. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16.
Gain of 13 yards.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
15, incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Love's pass complete.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things, though, a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
14.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they went towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll keep it on the ground. Left route. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
34-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
For a Minnesota Vikings.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 32 yards. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. And that rushing touchdown is Ford puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a second down throw for Love here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Warner. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Love's pass. Complete to number 8.
A big play there. 84 yards. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team to have a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
A pickup of 2.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second and goal now as they look to add a few more points. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Working out of the gun. Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back.
Complete to number 20.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, Love. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
A second down throw for Love. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Warner. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, yes, that's his third touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll keep it on the ground. Blackwell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Blackwell. And he rolls across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still third and 12 now.
Brings up third and 12.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now.